We've seen the megapixel race before, but Oppo is taking a massive swing here. We're looking at a 200 megapixel main sensor on the new Reno15 Pro. But is this just numbers game to distract us, or has the Reno series finally graduated into true flagship territory? Today, we're diving deep into the specs, the AI mind space, and that massive 6200 milliamp hour battery to see if this is your next daily driver or just another pretty face. First off, the design. Oppo calls this Aurora Vitality. Marketing speak aside, it's a one-piece sculpted glass back. It looks seamless, almost like the camera module grew out of the phone rather than being slapped on. It looks stunning, but one-piece glass usually means if you crack one part, you're replacing the whole back. However, they've paired it with an aerospace-grade aluminum frame, so the structural integrity should be solid. It's compact too, designed to fit naturally in your hand, which is a breath of fresh air compared to the bricks we've been seeing lately. Flipping it over, we've got a 6.32-inch OLED with a 120Hz smart adaptive refresh rate. The screen-to-body ratio is a crazy 93.35%. The real hero here isn't just the 1.07 billion colors or HDR10+, it's splash touch. We've all been there, trying to text in the rain and the screen goes haywire. This tech is designed to keep the interaction responsive even when the screen is wet. Combined with the IP69 rating, this phone is basically built for a tropical monsoon. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, that 200 megapixel main camera. On paper, it sounds insane, but remember, more megapixels don't always mean better photos. They often just mean bigger files. However, Oppo is using this for ultra-clear shots and 4K HDR ultra-steady video. Are you actually going to use 200 megapixels for your Instagram? Probably not, but the benefit here is the cropping. You can zoom in on a photo after you take it and still have enough detail for a print. Plus, with the closed-loop motor and OIS, the stabilization is genuinely cinematic. Oppo is branding this as your portrait bestie. The front camera is a 50-megapixel ultra-wide with a 100-degree field of view. This is perfect for vibe shots where you actually want to see the background, not just your face. On the back, you get a 3.5 times telephoto portrait camera. They claim up to 120 times digital zoom. Let's be honest, 120 times is going to be a blurry mess. That's just physics. But that 3.5 times optical range, that's the sweet spot for portraits that actually look professional. For the creators watching, the Reno15 Pro is trying to be a one-person production team. You can switch between the front and rear cameras mid-recording without stopping the clip. It also has dual-view video, so you can capture your reaction and the scene at the same time. If you're a travel vlogger, this is a massive workflow win. This is where things get NexLab interesting, AI. The AI Motion Photo Eraser can now remove unwanted objects from moving photos, not just static ones. We've also got AI Portrait Glow, which fixes bad lighting in real time. Some of these AI features can feel a bit processed, but Oppo claims their new engine reads light like the human eye to keep skin tones natural. It's a bold claim, but if it stops that AI plastic look, I'm here for it. Oppo is branding AI Mind Space as your second brain. You swipe up with 3 fingers to capture anything on your screen, travel guides, work notes, whatever, and it automatically categorizes it into smart collections. There's even an AI Translate feature for real-time translation of menus or signs while you're traveling. It's basically Google Lens on steroids baked directly into the OS. Under the hood, we're running the MediaTek Dimensity 8450 platform. This is a 4-nanometer process chip, and Oppo has deep-tuned it for what they call all-big-core architecture. Compared to the previous gen, we're looking at a 41% jump in CPU performance and 24% in GPU. For the spec nerds, it comes with 12 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. This thing is built to move. Gaming on the Reno15 Pro looks promising. They're claiming 3 hours of uninterrupted 120 FPS on major MOBA and FPS titles. To back that up, they've added AI Link Boost 3.0 and a dedicated AI gaming antenna. Basically, it's designed to keep your ping low even in crowded areas like cafes or offices. This might be the most impressive stat, a 6,200 milliamp hour battery. In a phone this compact, that's almost unheard of. Oppo claims over 2 days of use on a single charge, and when you do run dry, the 80-watt SuperVoke flash charge gets you from 1% to 100% in about 53 minutes. While 53 minutes for a 6,200 milliamp hour tank is fast, we've seen 100-watt plus charging on other phones. However, I'd take the extra battery capacity over 10-minute faster charging any day of the week. So, what's the bottom line? The Reno15 Pro is a spec beast. From the IP69 durability to the 200-megapixel camera and that massive battery, it's checking almost every box. Oppo Color OS 16 also promises to stay smooth for 6 years, which is a huge commitment to longevity. Is it a flagship killer? If the camera software lives up to the hardware, it just might be. But what do you think? Is 200 megapixels overkill, or are you ready for that 120x zoom? Let me know in the comments. Look, anyone can read a spec sheet, but if you want someone to actually cut through the marketing fluff and tell you if the next big thing is actually a big mistake, hit subscribe. At NexLab, we play devil's advocate so you don't have to waste your cash on hype. Catch you in the next one.